Right, I'm just walking into camp. I'm trying to do an intro, but I always seem to muck them up, so I never do it. So yeah, out for a daily wander just for an hour. Thought I'd pop back and have a look. I am out the way, people. As we're walking down, I just wanted to see what the camp was like. I mean, there's more trees being battered like, but what the heck. Looks like this has been moved. Love to find me a knocking stick, but you'll not find that. You'll not find that. Sorry if I'm huffing and puffing, guys. I haven't been. I'm all good. Just a bit extra few pounds out of getting us. Obviously sitting in the house, not being able to get out and about. So don't worry, I haven't got the coronavirus. Obviously we're not going to get into that because it's not the right thing to say. But yeah, like I say, I'm struggling to find out how to do my intro. I am struggling a bit with it, so any help? Pannies round. I am struggling with my intro, so any help would be fantastic. I'm just in the Woodland camp, obviously. There's my camp. Just out for a daily walk. But yeah, like I say, I'll get back to the intro. I am struggling how to make an intro. Obviously, I've got about 6 or 7 videos on YouTube, so I was wondering if anyone could help with my intro. I do use Power Director. It's the only one I know how to use because it's the easiest one for us. I've tried different ones. I kind of get the grips of it. But like I say, Power Director is a lot easier for me. The only thing is I have to pay monthly to get rid of the Power Director sign, but to be honest, I'm not bothered. Like, there's people still watching my channel, so it mustn't bother them. So yeah, I'm just a comment. Obviously you can hear people behind us and that, so yeah. But what I'll do is we'll go back home and I'll probably do a video on a first aid kit. Show you what I take out and what I've adapted to myself. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll have a wander around in the camp. Obviously I'm not going to do now because we're only allowed out for an hour, so I'm not going to bore you with talking all the time. But yeah, what I'll do is we'll have a wander around here, see what's changed, and then we'll go to camp. We'll go back home and I'll show you the first aid kit I take. Obviously I haven't put a video for about 2 or 3 weeks. Been busy in the back garden, obviously doing stuff. So yeah, we'll take you for a little wander in here, and then we'll take it from there. Obviously this is still up. I'd love to find me little mash hammer. I don't know where that's gone. Obviously I made one out of wood, and I did leave it in here. But like I say, the kids have been using it from the estate. So yeah, but we'll have a wander around this, and we'll go back and I'll show you the first aid kit. Obviously listening to the birds as well and the wildlife, so that's not too bad. A couple of pigeons, wood pigeons. So obviously this is a dead standing tree by the looks of it. All dead, dying. Be ideal firewood, thanks of that. Nice and dry, but what you don't want to do is be burning stuff that you don't know what kind it is, because some of it can be poisonous. Like I say, I had a fire in the back garden the other day and I was burning stuff that had no bark on. So it was basically catch-22 because I did get a headache and I thought, time to go in, get some paracetamol, get rid of this headache because I hate headaches. knocks us for 6. So yeah, just don't burn what's not good. Obviously they can be poisonous and dangerous. So, but yeah. But what I'm after some birch bark, and I kind of get it around where I am because there's no felled trees. So that would have been birch at one point. So yeah, I kind of get it from where I am till I go up to Penshaw, and I know a few logs that are on the ground that I can take. But obviously I don't want to be going cutting into live trees. So yeah, what I'll do, because we're into 5 minutes of the video, we'll go back home and I'll show you me how I started my first aid kit. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go back home now and we'll I'll show you that. Just bear with us guys, 2 seconds, I'm just setting up. Right, I don't know if you can see my face, but not bad. I've got a tripod on the stand. What it is I talked about first aid kits the other day. This is what I started off with, and we're going to go through what's in them. I did go half-as on both of these with Josh. So yeah, we'll get into these packs. What it is, this one has got a molly clip on the back. This one doesn't. But yeah, removable patch, stick it on your arm or hat. I don't have a different hat thingy. But yeah, what I'll do is go into it. I'll show you what's in the packs. This is the one I made up because when I first bought it, there was nothing, it was just empty. I've got some rubber gloves, large bandage or compression bandage, if you want to call it. I got all these off my mum from where she used to work. I've got restriction bandages, more restriction, sterile pads. I've got survival blanket to keep us warm. That's if, touch wood, it doesn't come to that. So I've got gloves, hand sanitizer, which I use when we're camping. Obviously when you've done your business, or using it for touching chicken. These usually do have a shelf life, which this one's out of date, but I'll just buy a new one, cheap as chips. But the only thing is, saying it's cheap as chips, you can't bloody get it now, so that's out of date. Probably hasn't got a smell to it. Yeah, I'll have to get my mum or my kid to get one from our workplace if they would let us. I've got some surgical tape. I've got more antiseptic wipes, which is just the Wilko's brand, and I have got that's sting-free medical adhesive remover. So obviously that's must remove the sting. String-free medical adhesive. Yeah, so that's like taking old bandages off, and when it leaves that thing on. But yeah, the Wilkinson's own. I usually get most of this stuff from Wilkinson's. Plasters, 10 waterproof plasters. I've got other big plasters. These are like for burns and for sores. I've got bigger ones in there. I'm not going to pull them all out because it's pointless. Bandages, plasters only last for a certain time, but obviously the workplace I work in, I support living, so we've got to get rid of them every 6 to 7 months, I think. Don't quote us on that one because I haven't been to work, because obviously it's hardly no work where I am because there's full staff, and with this virus going on, I can't get into the service, so they usually throw them out and I usually bring them home to reuse them, or sometimes it just gets left and then gets thrown in the bin. But sometimes I can get them, sometimes I can't. But yeah, that's that one. I think I paid about, I think it was about 15 quid, 20 quid, so I went half as with Josh. That was the first aid pack we got. I did have an accident with me big sore, so one of them bandages come in handy. But instead of carrying that one, we ended up going for a bigger one, because there's another lad that comes with me called Connor. Connor's Connor's Josh's cousin, who comes camping with what as well. Connor's kind of funny, but you'll see him in the videos. So yeah, this is another pack exactly the same as this, but when me and Josh bought this was empty. So what you get in these packs is alcohol, pads. I'm not going to pull them all out because the video will go on for ages. More bandages in that one. Another little general first aid kit. Q-tips, safety pins, more tape, small bandages. So that one could just basically clip the side of your pouch or your bag or whatever. In this you get a whistle, which I'm not going to blow because people are abed. Is sterile eye water, iPads, not an actual like iPad, I mean like eye patches for, like, obviously if you have a cut or anything on your eye, hope not. Like I say, more bandages, more tape. I've added most of this to myself. Ibuprofen, hay fever, paracetamol will go in. Another little bandage, more tape, scissors for cutting clothes. But Josh paid nearly £200 for his Falkraven pants, and he had said to us, which was kind of funny, if I ever cut me leg or if I ever chop me leg off, don't cut me pants. That's one thing not to do, is cut me pants. That's just be honest. Josh, they'll have to be cut. But that's another story. You've got a cool cotton wool balls. I hate cotton wool, it just goes through my ears like cringe. Vinyl gloves. Technically, we should be using vinyl gloves instead of latex, because I don't know if, say if I come across Josh and he was bleeding and I touched him with latex gloves and I didn't know that he was allergic to latex, I could kind of make him out in rashes or hospital. I don't know if Josh is allergic to latex, but I have got latex and vinyl. First aid kit. I am first aid trained. Obviously the job I am support worker, so I've got to have my first aid, or I can't provide the stuff that I can. Emergency blanket, which is one in there, which that's going to go into here. This is a direction to add a single item purpose for extreme one. I can't get the words out. Basically, it's instant cold compress. I don't know what that is, but I think it's for a burn or something. Yeah, I would say that's for a burner. You get two of them. There's no one. More vinyl gloves. Light sticks, so if out happened in the dark, break it, shake it, hang it up, might give you some light, or if you're stuck in somewhere. If you ever needed to give CPR to someone, you get a little face mask to blow. Obviously I'm not going to put my mouth through, but you put your mouth through and you're blowing, it protects you so you're not touching skin with the other person. Tweezers, I would say they're for like sort of pulling, I don't know, glass, use them for stitching, or for taking spelks out. I don't know. Combined pad, I don't know what that's for. I'm guessing it's like a burn or something. So we'll put this stuff back in there, and I'll go through the other little pouch. I may as well go through the other pouches because the end of the day, it's going to be a video in it. So I'll just put these back. Like I say, I am first aid trained. Josh, I think, is first aid trained. It's just common sense in it. If you don't know what you're doing, don't attempt it. That's all I can say. But if you cuts, bruises, I don't know, just put a plaster on. But it's always handy to take a first aid kit because, like I say, I cut my leg on a saw and it did bleed, and I thought stuck in the middle of flipping nowhere, so I might end up having to cut the trip short, but that didn't happen. So that's that side. Put me hay fever tablets. Josh is hay fever, has hay fever and his thingies, but these expire 2021. So they'll be getting changed. These expire 12/21. But ibuprofen headaches, I use more ibuprofen than I do paracetamol for headaches. Paracetamol just doesn't out for me. But hay fever does for me. Like I say, pads in that one. That is make a bandage sling, triangular bandage for your head, your arm. That's another one. Some more, looks like more cotton fibres. A must is a compass and more of your safety pins. But like I say, I think I paid about roughly, I think it was about £10 for all this except them. I just added them because it was already in my pack from here, so I just put them in there. Like I say, this pack you can to the bottom of your bag. This one you cannot. I did say to Josh that I'll go half as. I don't mind carrying it because he's got more gear, or he likes to take more gear than he should, but he uses his. I'm not saying I don't use mine, I do use mine, but mine's usually just what I take basically. I don't know why this is in there, but we'll pull it all out and have a look. More safety pins, some more tape, non-woven wound bands, sterile. All this is sterile. Like I say, more bandages in there. Some Q-tips in case cleaning a little wound up, smizing if you've got something in your eye, and more bandages. Paper plasters, sorry. Like I say, with this COVID-19 that's going on, I know YouTube doesn't like people talking about it, but all I can say is stay safe. I'll try and post many videos as I can, but at the minute I can't really get out as much with what's going on. You're only allowed an hour a day, but now since I've heard we're going to go into further lockdown, so we might not be able to get out at all, only in your back gardens. But apparently now, halfway around the bloody world, you're not allowed out your front, you're not allowed into your garden. So how they're expecting you to have your daily hours when people aren't listening. But never mind, I'm not going to get into that because what's the point? No one listens anyway. But I hope you all stay safe, stay well with what's going on. I hope you like the video. Like I said in the first part of the video, I struggle with the intro. If anyone can point us in the right direction how to go about an intro, I'll happily make one, but I can never get it right. So like I say, that's the first aid packs we take. I don't take that one, I'm going to put all this in here or switch and swap. But like I say, I carry the first aid packs. Or if I don't go on that weekend, I'll give this pack to Josh. He'll take it and then I'll pick it up on when he comes back. Or he can keep it in his bag. It's 6 2/3. Like I say, we did start off with this, but we ended up going to a bigger bag, bigger pack. We're all going to put more stuff into it when we get round to buying it. Like I say, I don't think we'll be getting out anytime soon with what's going on. So, like I say, I hope you stay safe, and hopefully we can get out and do a camp after all this is finished with. Like I say, thumbs up to the video, comment, share, subscribe. If anyone can point us in the right direction to make an intro, I'll be quite happy to take all your advice, and I'll try and give it a go myself. I do technically sit for hours making them, but I just can't get it right. But yeah, that's my first aid packs. Bye bye.